Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back, and happy new moon. We are having a new moon on December 12th or December 13th, depending on your location. I hope you can hear me well. It's very windy today, very busy, and kind of an interesting energy I'm feeling. But yeah, I feel a calling to sit for a moment and talk about some of the energies right now. And particularly this new moon is already very noticeable for me. And I think that is due to Mercury being in retrograde since December 6th. And yeah, that energy has showed up in my life in some ways, one of them being receiving a lot of messages of people who I haven't been in contact with for a long time. But yeah, Mercury retrograde is not only about people from your past calling you, it's also a moment of deep reflection, of deep contemplation. As always when we have retrograde energy, it's about looking back instead of moving forward, also taking some time to kind of digest and reflect and recenter, rejuvenate, revision. So what is going on with this new moon? We have the sun conjunct the moon in the sign of the Sagittarius, which is a very fiery energy of expanding the horizon. It's shooting the arrow onto a goal, but before that, even more the process of defining a goal, of allowing the perspective to open, to broaden, to widen, and really philosophizing. It's the energy of the visionary, of the philosopher, of the centaur that has found a new strength and a new ability, and in having combined the upper and lower aspects of the self. So the animal self, the human self, but also different parts of ourselves. The intuition combined with the mind, the intuitive combined with the logic, and therefore gaining a new ability to reach even further, to reach beyond. We have this also in conjunction with Mars, which is a very fiery energy. It's an energy that is often associated with action. I'm losing my notes here because it's so windy. And it's also starting to rain. It's a very interesting day today. And yeah, it's a very active energy, but it may also at the same time feel like right now is not the best moment to take actions. That may feel a little bit confusing because we do feel probably a very strong urge to move forwards, especially when we have these breakthrough moments in our minds and in our bodies, in our emotional self. We finally feel like, wow, now is the time. I finally understand what to do. So now let me do everything all at once, and I just want to move into the next phase. I'm ready. But at the same time, Mercury going into retrograde shows us that it's also very much about reflecting and not just starting new things, not just moving forward, but really more making a sense of things. Mars is also not only action in sense of physical actions, but it's also activating something inside the body, activating an inner fire, activating a willpower, activating a sense of rebellion or a sense of momentum. It's kind of the initiation of something. And I feel that right now it's much more about that. It's about initiating something from within, about initiating something in the mind, in the conscious, in the realm of philosophy, and at the same time taking into consideration what what will come, while still also taking resume of what has just been, and really taking time to also integrate all of our experience, making sure that we cultivate our experiences and we don't just take them for granted, which is a beautiful moment to do this right now as we're moving into the holiday season, the holiday, the holy day. And there are many people all over the world celebrating also different for different reasons. It's not just one holiday that is happening right now, but actually different things. And be it Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or the winter solstice, there are many reasons right now for taking a moment to sit and honor the harvest, to really sit and honor the changing of the times, to really sit and honor a moment of reflection, a moment of meditation. And as my tarot teacher has often said, taking a moment to really create a ritualistic space where we can infuse our realizations, so that we have more of a container that we craft where we can actually harvest more from that realization, where we can actually harvest more and utilize more the energy and the insights and the deep philosophical task that we are undergoing right now. So some other aspects from this new moon are we have a square with Neptune. So the sun and the moon are squaring Neptune in Pisces, and this is exactly relating to what I just mentioned about taking a moment to really sit and reflect upon what are the insights and what do we want to use them for? Where do we put them? And what really is the spiritual meaning that inflames us, that ignites us, that becomes our motor, our desire? And what are the spiritually important things that maybe we don't always give them room or space in our mundane life, in our day-to-day life? And to take an extra bit of awareness to infuse that consciousness, that meaning, and that intention into the society, into the life, into the family, into the construct that we're in, into the belief system. And also really taking time to reflect upon our own belief systems. It's really a time to pierce through, before we pierce through in the physical realm, we pierce through our own beliefs, our own thoughts, our own inner horizons, expanding our inner world, which then opens us up to becoming that in the outer, and to thus expanding our world on the outside as well. Another very significant aspect is that we have a trine between the Sun, the Moon, Mars, and the North Node and Chiron in Aries. So this is a beautiful, supportive time for us to tend to any residual wounds and to really alter our vision and to broaden and extend our vision, to find reasons to move forward. I feel like right now is really about understanding the hidden motivations, the underlying energy, motor, and kind of the intrinsic motivation of our unfolding here, of what are you doing in life? Why are you doing? And what do you want your life to become? And where are you still carrying around limitations? What do those limitations mean? And how can you utilize those limitations to turn them into a fuel, something that will actually become your momentum? Another aspect we have is a square also with Juno in Virgo between the Sun and the Moon, and I feel that this really also asks us to understand and honor our place, our royalty in our earth realm, being your own royalty in your body, understanding your own commitment to yourself by embodying yourself, your own commitment as a spirit to embody yourself, and what that means. Why did you possibly choose to embody yourself, and what is your body actually capable of doing? And understanding how that commitment that you made when coming here translates through your body, showing you what are the things that you desire to do and what are some of those commitments that you have made. And from a sense of purity, aligning yourself with respecting your own commitment in a deeper sense, connecting that commitment back to a deeper spiritual meaning as well, and understanding how to break through commitments that have been imposed upon you that maybe don't feel aligned at all, and understanding how they came to be, and utilizing the force of love, utilizing the force of forgiveness, the power of forgiveness, of gratitude, to actually be able to manifest much better, to actually be able to find more clarity and more peace in mind, more peace in body and peace in soul. Because we allow the bigger forces to flow through us. So right now, Mercury is retrograde, and that just supports this timing of really reflecting and utilizing this energy as a potent container to deeply reprogram any leftover, or not only leftover, because these things keep coming, right? We keep experiencing life, new things keep forming, new beliefs keep forming, and as we clean our houses on a regular basis, we also do regular checkups. So right now is the time to do one of these internal checkups where we understand what can we reprogram right now in ourselves, how can we change our communication style, adapt, how can we adapt, our ways of thinking, our ways of talking, speaking, and also reflect on what has been, and really taking some time to bring all of the inspiration together and merge it into an even bigger understanding. This Neptune is especially important because as Mercury continues its retrograde cycle, it eventually comes back to station at the beginning of January, and when it stations, it also makes that exact square to Neptune. So right now it's really about understanding how to work with that Neptune energy and the waters that can sometimes be overwhelming, but essentially can also be extremely peaceful, and are both at the same time being able to witness these sensations right now that seem to be a little bit confusing or opposing even, and giving us enough time and enough space, allowing ourselves to slow down, to really utilize the change of the season, the changes that are in your life right now, and taking some time to also really honor, what is the English word? I'm primarily a German speaker, and the word that comes to me is genießen. So like to enjoy, to really enjoy those last moments, because the change will come so quickly, and we're basically already there with one foot and in our hearts. So to also allow ourselves a moment to enjoy what is there, so that we can make these transitions in a peaceful, beautiful, and celebratory way. so that we can honor what has been and how it has served us. And kind of like when you're leaving, when you visited somewhere and you're leaving, and you don't just go out the door and don't look back, but you say goodbye. Maybe you have a last meal, maybe you leave a little goodbye present even, and give a hug and say it was great that you were there. So I'll take a moment to honor our experiences, and with that cultivate little beautiful spaces in which we can reflect and carve out the beautiful fruit of our inner labor, and extract the deep wisdom so that we can digest it with enough time for all of these so nourishing aspects to really infuse ourselves, to really infuse our hearts, our souls, our bodies, and really heal us from the inside. Let's try to rest and rejuvenate while we move forward without hurry, in trust. And yeah, for anyone interested, I will do a tarot reading probably later this week to guide us with the wisdom of the tarot through this new moon. And if you're interested in regular updates, you are invited to join the Telegram channel. It's called Web of Wonder as well, and I'll leave that in the description box. If you're interested in knowing more about your own time right now, your own transits, your own chart, feel free to contact me. I also give personal readings and personal guidance. And I hope to see you soon in the next video. Enjoy your time. Until then, lots of love from me, and thank you for being.